Hello friends, good morning all of you. Here I am Gadekar Sachin Pandit. Today we are start new chapter IR spectroscopy. In this chapter we are discuss IR region and principle of IR spectroscopy. Then wave number and energy relation. Then type of molecular vibration, Hooke's law, model of vibration, modes of vibration. Okay, so last lecture yesterday we are discussed on UV spectroscopy. Okay, so in this UV spectroscopy we are also discuss a type of electronic excitation, terms used in UV spectroscopy, effect of conjugation. Okay, so also we are discuss in yesterday UV spectroscopy such as shift. There are different shifts. If compound exposed in UV radiation, then they shift. Okay, wavelength and absorption. Okay, so there are two terms in all. First is the bathochromic shift, second is the hypsochromic shift. Okay, so bathochromic shift is the red shift, increase the wavelength. Okay, so second is the hypsochromic shift is the blue shift, means decrease the wavelength. Okay, so third is the hyperchromic effect. Okay, hyperchromic effect is the absorption. Okay, hyper means increase the absorption, and next is the hypochromic shift. It is the absorbance decrease. Okay, decreasing absorbance, it is a hypsochromic shift. This is the discuss on last lecture. Okay, so also discuss a UV spectroscopy in which calculation of lambda max. Okay, Woodward Fisher rule, then color of visible spectrum and their application. Okay, so those points are discussed in yesterday UV spectroscopy. Okay, so today we are discuss IR spectroscopy. Okay, so first IR region and principle, second wave number and energy relation, third type of molecular vibration, Hooke's law, and modes of vibration. Okay, so these point we are discuss now. First, okay, so what is the IR spectroscopy? It is a spectrum provides us information about the type of chromophore. Okay, so last lecture we are discuss on what is chromophore. Okay, so chromophore, it is a absorbs light. Okay, so there are different terms are discussed in last chapter UV spectroscopy. Okay, chromophore, auxochrome. Okay, uh, hyperchromic shift, hypochromic shift. Okay, so chromophore is absorb energy. Okay, and they emit radiation. Okay, so auxochrome, it helps to increase the wave number. Okay, so UV spectrum or visible spectrum provides us a information about type of chromophore. Okay, present in molecules. Okay, suppose conjugation. Okay, benzene, it is a chromophoric group. Okay, so benzene attach a OH group, it is a auxochrome. Its increase or it helps to the increasing absorbance. Okay, there are different transitions occurs. Okay, sigma to sigma star, pi to pi star, n to pi star, depend on the functional group. Okay, depends on the bond. Okay, so in this chapter IR spectrum of a organic compound reveals a goal of or deal information about functional group. UV spectroscopy deals with the chromophoric group. Okay, conjugation, bonding. Okay, bonding, transition depends on bonding. Okay, sigma bonding, pi bonding, non bonding. Okay, so increasing the conjugation, increasing the absorbance, these information we use UV spectroscopy. But IR spectroscopy, information about functional group present in the compound. Okay, so now we know that the energy of molecules can be resolved into latest four compounds such as molecule resolved into least four components such as rotational, translational, vibrational and electronic energy level. Okay, translational energy, rotational energy, vibrational and electronic. Okay, so these molecules can resolve into 3 4 3 to 4, okay, 4 components such as translational, rotational, vibrational and electronic level. Okay, so here there are different region, IR region. Okay, so first IR region, then wavelength is represented by mu. Okay, so wave number it's represent or it's measured in centimeter inverse. Okay, so first near IR. Okay, so UV spectroscopy we are discuss electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so cosmic ray to radio waves. Okay, so in between near UV, after UV IR regions are occur. Okay, so UV near IR, it is wavelength near about 0.8 to 2.5 micron and wave number is 12,500 to 4,000. Okay, so actual IR region is 2.5 to 16 micron. Okay, so then wave number 4,000 to 625 centimeter inverse. Okay, this is the IR region. So these IR region classify in three classes. First, functional group region, fingerprint region and aromatic region. Okay, so functional group region 2.5 to 7.7 micron and wave number is 4,000 to 1300. Okay, so next is the fingerprint region. Okay, so step by step we are discuss on this, but here a region. Okay, so near IR and far IR. Okay, so IR region consider as a 3: functional group region, fingerprint region and aromatic region. Aromatic region 11 to 16 micron and wave number is 909 to 625 centimeter inverse. Okay, so this is the aromatic region and for IR region is wavelength 16 to 200 micron. Okay, and wave number is 625 to 50 centimeter inverse. Okay, so this is the IR region. Next is the principles of IR spectroscopy. Okay, what is the principle of IR spectroscopy? If molecules exposed to IR radiation, then molecule absorb radiation and as a result molecule excite higher rotational level. Okay, so this is the first principle. If molecule exposed to IR region, the molecule absorb radiation and as a result molecule excite higher rotational level or translational level, vibrational level or electronic level, different energy levels. Okay, so type of wavelength absorbed depends upon type of molecule and type of bond. Absorption depends on type of bond, okay, as well as type of molecule. Okay, so then when absorption recorded in IR spectroscopy, absorption recorded, we get a IR spectrum. Okay, particular compound or particular bond, particular molecule absorb a radiation or absorb a frequency, and this absorption recorded, we get a IR spectrum. Okay, so IR spectrum consists of number of peaks. due to particular vibration excitation of molecule. Okay, and peak can be classified in terms of either frequency mu or wavelength. Okay, it denoted by lambda. Frequency measured in hertz. Okay, and wavelength is expressed in micron. 1 micron is equal to 10 raised to 6 meter. Okay, so it is a conversion factor. 1 micron is equal to 10 raised to 6 meter, and 1 micron is equal to 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter. Okay, so it is conversion factor. So next is the wave number and energy relation. Okay, so last lecture also we are explain on this energy relation, UV spectroscopy. Here we are also discuss a wave number and energy relation. Okay, Einstein's equation H equal to H mu. Okay, so this is the E equal to H mu energy relation with Planck constant and frequency. Okay, so here mu bar, it is a wave number. Mu bar means wave number represented by mu bar. Okay, so mu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. Lambda is represented by wavelength, means wave number is inversely proportional to wavelength. Okay, so suppose wavelength 4 micron millimicron, wavelength 4 millimicron, its conversion is equal to 2500 centimeter inverse. Okay, to 500 centimeter inverse. Okay, so its conversion factor mu bar is equal to 1 by 4 micrometer is equal to 1 by 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter is equal to 500 centimeter inverse. Okay, one digit is extra. Okay, it's mistake. Next, E is inversely proportional to wavelength. Okay, so here energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. E inversely proportional 1 by lambda, as well as E is directly proportional to wave number. Okay, so then wave number is inversely proportional to wavelength. Okay, so last brown colored equation, energy is directly proportional to mu and inversely proportional to wavelength. It is a relation of energy. Last lecture UV spectroscopy we are discussed this energy relation. Energy in brown color equation, energy directly proportional to mu means frequency. Okay, in E is inversely proportional to lambda means wavelength. Okay, so last E energy is directly proportional to mu as well as directly proportional to wavelength. Okay, so this is the wave number and energy relation. Okay, so remember that conversion. Okay, so now type of molecular vibration. Okay, so molecules absorb IR radiation and they vibrate. Okay, so they dipole moment interaction takes place. So there are two types of molecular vibration. First, normal molecule, if they contract, so contraction takes place as well as stretching takes place. Okay, so they are two types. First is the stretching and second is the bending vibration. Okay, so first stretching vibration again classify into two classes, symmetrical stretching and unsymmetrical stretching. Okay, symmetrical, it's similar way molecules are vibrate. Okay, unsymmetrical, B unsymmetrical stretching, it's represented by in this figure. Okay, unsymmetrical stretching. Okay, So next is the type of molecular vibration in bending vibration. Okay, so bending vibration classify two types. Okay, first is the plane bending vibration and out of plane bending vibration. Okay, so plane, it's convert again classify in two class. Okay, so scissoring means one opposite direction vibrate, and rocking similar way direction rock. Okay, so this is the bending vibration in plane, two types, scissoring and rocking. Out of plane, wagging types. Okay, so positive wagging means upward or backward similar type. Okay, so but in twisting, one bond upward and other is backward. Suppose second is the upward and backward. Okay, so twisting types of bending vibration. Okay, in out of plane. Okay, so bending vibration, there are four types. One is the scissoring, rocking, wagging and twisting. So next is the mode of vibration. Okay, so these are the two types mode of vibration. Okay, suppose molecules are linear or non-linear. Okay, mode of vibration, there are two types. First is the linear and second is the non-linear. HCl, hydrochloride. Okay, so this hydrogen chloride, a linear type of molecules, and H2O, it is a non-linear types of molecule. Okay, suppose carbon dioxide, also linear types of molecules. Methane, it is a tetrahedral non-linear types of compound. Okay, alcohol, similar example. Benzene, plain. Okay, so this is the different types of compounds. Here two types, first is the linear or non-linear. Okay, a linear means in the plane. Okay, non-linear, not a plane. Okay, so benzene, suppose here water is non-linear, and then its mode of vibration depends on structure, linear or non-linear. If molecules are linear, then mode of vibration are different. If molecules are non-linear, their mode of vibration are different. Okay, so now mode of vibration can be calculated by using a formula. Linear different formula and non-linear different formula. So mode of vibration we can calculate. Linear molecules we use a 3n minus 5. If molecules are linear, then we use a 3n minus 5. If molecules are non-linear, then we use a 3n minus 6 for calculation of mode of vibration. Okay, so if molecules are linear, then we use a 3n minus 5. If molecules are non-linear, then we use a 3n minus 6. N is the number of atom present in molecule. Okay, so suppose HCl is a linear molecule, and linear molecule mode of vibration 3 into 2 minus 5. Okay, 3 into 2, 3 into 2, 6 minus 5 is equal to only one type of vibration, mode of vibration. Okay. Second, fundamental mode of vibration. Here calculated fundamental mode of vibrational. Okay, so first is the molecule, second is the atom, it's represented by N, and geometry of molecules. Okay, so calculation formula and fundamental vibration calculate. Okay, suppose NO, second CO2, then H2O, ammonia, methane and benzene. Okay, so second example is the carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide, it is a linear molecule. Okay, so how many its mode of vibration? 4. Okay, if molecules carbon dioxide is linear molecule, then we use a 3n minus 5 formula. 3 into how many molecules are present in carbon dioxide? 3. 3 into 3, 9. Okay, 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. So that's type other molecules. Suppose water. Water is a non-linear molecule. How many atoms are present in water molecule? H2O. 3 atoms are present. We use a 3n minus 6 formula for calculation of mode of vibration. 3 minus 3 into 3 minus 6. 3 into 6 minus 3 into 3, 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. Okay, so similarly calculate the other fundamental vibration by using this formula. So now Hooke's law. What is the Hooke's law? Hooke's law is vibration frequency of bond in related to the mass of vibrating atoms. Okay, force constant. Okay, vibrating bond of the equation is given. The equation corresponding to simple Hooke's law model of two units connected by spring in which the force constant is the rotating force provided by spring. Okay, vibrational frequency mu is equal to 1 by 2 pi c under root f by micro. Okay, so v is the vibrational frequency in the terms and c is the velocity of light and f is the force constant and mu is the reduced mass. Okay, so that is mu is equal to Hooke's law related to the bond strength and reduced mass. Okay, so that's why these we use a formula. Mu is equal to ma into mb divided by ma plus mb. Ma is the molar mass of atom A and mb is the molar mass of B atom. Okay, so reduced mass is equal to ma into mb divided by ma plus mb. Okay, so Hooke's law states that the frequency, vibrational frequency or frequency is depends on strength, bond strength as well as reduced mass, and they can be calculated by using this formula. Mu is equal to 1 by 2 pi c under root f upon micron mu, and mu is equal to last equation, mu is equal to ma into mb divided by ma plus mb. Okay, so here relation between reduced mass. Okay, so this is the relation of reduced mass. Okay, suppose when one of the atoms in covalent bond such as is present in hydrogen, covalent bond present, suppose hydrogen which lowest atomic weight, suppose OH, NH, CH is the reduced mass is near about, suppose OH, its reduced mass is mu is equal to ma into mb divided by ma plus mb. Okay, what is the molecular weight of oxygen atom? 16. Okay, and hydrogen is the 1. Okay, so ma is 16 and mb 1. Okay, so 16 into 1 divided by 16 plus 1. Molecular weight of oxygen is 16 and hydrogen is 1, and its reduced mass 16 divided by 17 is equal to 0.94. So here a reduced mass becomes small and hence stretching frequency of stretching frequency is higher. Therefore, OH and NH is high stretching frequency near about 3000 centimeter inverse to 3600 centimeter inverse. Okay, so because its reduced mass very low, suppose carbon carbon single bond, its reduced mass 0.16, 0. Carbon carbon double bond, its reduced mass is 6.0. Okay, so carbon is molecular weight 12. Okay, so carbon carbon bond stretching reduced mass is 6.0. Okay, so as compared to oxygen hydrogen, nitrogen hydrogen, carbon hydrogen, its reduced mass is higher. Okay, so its stretching frequency is lower. Okay, so inversely proportional stretching frequency and reduced mass. So this energy relation we are discussed in last, it depends on also Hooke's law. So next is the relation between force constant. Okay, so carbon carbon sigma bond, its bond length 1.54 angstrom and force constant is 5 into 10 raised to 5 dynes centimeter and frequency is 1100 centimeter inverse. Okay, so but in carbon carbon double bond, its bond length is less than sigma bond, carbon carbon bond 1.34 angstrom and force constant is increase 10 into 10 raised to 5 dynes and frequency also increase. Okay, so 1650 centimeter inverse. Okay, similarly C triple bond C means alkyne, bond strength again, bond strength is 1.7 angstrom and force constant is 15 into 10 raised to 5 dynes and its stretching frequency is 2200 centimeter inverse. Okay, so bond strength carbon sigma alkene and alkyne is increased, so frequency are also increased, means directly proportional to force constant. Okay, so relation between force constant is directly proportional to force constant. Okay, so increasing the force constant, so increase the frequency. So now application of Hooke's law. Okay, so in this Hooke's law enable us to calculate the vibration frequency of a diatomic molecules and it's indicate that the equation Hooke's law. Okay, reduced mass is equal to m into mb divided by ma plus mb. Okay, so next frequency of vibration is directly proportional to force constant. Okay, so stronger the bond we have, stronger the bond have higher frequency of vibration. So last application of Hooke's law, frequency of vibration is inversely proportional to the reduced mass of the atom. Okay, so oxygen hydrogen reduce mass less as compared to carbon carbon bond. Okay, so hydrogen oxygen highest frequency than carbon carbon bond. Okay, so reduced mass carbon carbon bond is higher as compared to oxygen hydrogen. Okay, here now we are stop here. Next lecture we are discuss a next point such as uh, conditions and absorption of IR region and interpretation of IR spectrum as well as different characteristics of IR absorption and interpretation of spectra. Okay, so now we are stop here. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Okay, so next lecture we are discuss a interpretation of spectrum and IR region. Okay, so also we are discuss factor affecting in absorption of IR region. So thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.